Alright, what is going on, my fellow YouTubers and friends? My name is Sightless Player, aka Blind Gamer, aka Sightless. I'm gonna be testing out the Madden 2019 accessibility features, so I'm gonna play a game. It might be the Bears versus a team, not sure what the other team would be. It's my phone. If you guys want to, if you guys are watching this now or later, feel free to subscribe. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. But if you really want to, just follow me, more or less, will be on Twitter. That's where I'm pretty much active. But give me a minute. Alright, making sure that my mic does not have a bad feedback. Give me a minute. Okay, it sounds clear. We're good. Alright, so we're going to be testing this out. I'm going to do the audibles and explain which audible I'm using.
Franchise.
And what buttons do what.
Exhibition.
Everyone's different. But I figured out how to run, audible to a run, audible to a pass, a short pass, a play action, all that good stuff. So we'll go to customize here. I'm assuming the Bears, since the Bears are my favorite team, they should be the home team. So we'll do this. We'll be okay. And we're gonna test this out. See if see what happens. Another update should be coming soon for accessibility features. I'm not sure when that would happen, when that's gonna happen, but from the Twitter that I follow, they said it should be.
What's up? It's me, Pro.
What's up, Pro? They said there should be another accessibility feature update for Madden 2019. As far as what that will be, I'm not sure. I know a lot of people have been asking for the menus to be read throughout the screen, not just the front screen.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden
we'll
19
see.
on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
All right,
Standing
read it
by
out.
with
Hold
the
on.
call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Alright, now I'm going to hit. See, what I want them to do is, I'll be kicking off. What I want hopefully the new update will have a feature where I don't just select the coach's selective play, where I actually select my own play.
Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started.
Right, so the vibration's pretty good.
From Soldier Field. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. The former Georgia product leading out this crew in his 10th year now at the helm of the Lions. It's Matthew Stafford.
One thing you ask for from your quarterback, improvement each and every season. You also ask for consistency. Matthew Stafford, 7 straight years, over 4,000 yards passing.
Hopefully this starts to update it where this all speaks.
But I think that he's been leading them towards it and has a chance to get it in the upcoming future.
Just because I want to know, I want to play the defense. I don't want the coach's selected play. So I'm cycling the circle.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. Now, I want to ask you about the Lions' backfield as we get a look at the starters here, but that running game has been an issue for them. That's no secret. But now you have LeGarrette Blount. From Auburn, you get Kerryon Johnson, so things should be better.
Definitely. Theo Riddick fills the role of third down back very well, one of the better ones in the league. Amir Abdullah is still trying to find his footing there. But the guy they're most excited about, you've mentioned him, Kerryon Johnson, the rookie out of Auburn. Maybe the best player on the field in their preseason opener against Oakland. Lions fans certainly hoping he can fill that role as their #1 back.
Again, there's Blount looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. And we get a peek at the Chicago Bears defense. Roquan Smith has signed. He was the last NFL draft pick to sign. He did so on August 13th.
He's got a little bit of catching up to do in his defensive coordinator's scheme, and they expect him to run the defense, but they still have enough time for him to get ready to go in the season opener. And think of it this way. The city of Broad Shoulders loves their middle linebackers, their inside guys. Bill George, Dick Butkus, Mike Singletary, Brian Urlacher. All of them in the Hall of Fame. They're hoping Roquan Smith is that same type of talent.
All right, that's new. I guess that's the update they had about maybe a day ago. You never mentioned any of that before.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out at QB is the former North Carolina Tar Heel, Mitchell Trubisky.
And while we always talk about quarterbacks and what their potential is, we always want to see how it translates. To me, the next big step for Mitchell Trubisky is simply experience. Just 13 starts in his college career at North Carolina. A rookie season behind him in 2017 where he wasn't a full-time starter. It's just going to be repetition, repetition.
All right, I'm going to audible out of here.
Especially during games.
So I'm going to hit square.
You see it? You see it?
It's going to be a pass. It's going to be first of all, it's going to be a play action pass. I'm going to flip it. See what happens.
They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
The audio is
O-line,
awesome.
It is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
All right.
So after the incompletion
All right,
on
let's
first,
go with
now 2nd and 10.
Let's go with a run play here. So I hit square, audible, hit triangle.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And now the Lions defensive starters.
Darius, big play Slay, an all-pro for the first time in 2017, lived up to his nickname in a huge way with 8 interceptions, 26 passes broken up, and both were tops in the NFL. Wide receivers, be warned.
All right, so I'm gonna hit square, audible out. Hit square again. I think that might be a shotgun play. Let's say.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Devon Kennard in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Okay, and the thing is they do...
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
They do tend to talk a lot during the plays. So hopefully they can fix that a little bit.
On the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time. Now I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here. They can go ahead and do it.
Now a carry for Blount. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
All right, so let's see if we could stop Detroit here.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yeah, we're going to get audible out of these plays.
On 3rd down, Stafford, and that is incomplete.
You're picking.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Here's Sam Martin now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Chicago gets ready to set up shop again on offense. Mitch Trubisky, obviously a young quarterback. Tight end so important for those guys. Adam Shaheen, week 2 of the preseason, went out with an injury, carted off.
And they need him in a big way because they like to run the football. And he's a big-body tight end that's learning to be a better blocker. So they look forward to his return. But remember, they acquired Trey Burton in the offseason. He of the Philly special fame in the Super Bowl, who's such a versatile player. And remember, head coach Matt Nagy, He coached Travis Kelce in Kansas City. He can do many of the same things with Trey Burton that he did with him.
Okay, so the update was adding a little more commentary. I'm gonna audible and I'm gonna hit. See what X does. I think X is a pitch run.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Looking for White on the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
All right, 3rd and 6. I want to see if I could All right, I'm gonna change it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
All right.
You see it?
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
That does my fault because I was trying to audible out from the play.
And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
You see it?
Audible in there.
Lock in. There you go. You see it?
Now a play fake here on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sean Robinson. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Go. Lock in. Move. Come on, gotta go.
On second down, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills
because
like a
I know
receiver, and you're aware of
play I
that
want to
before
run.
the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
But it's playing pretty decent. Alright, I gotta
Here's
figure out.
Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Okay, so I feel 3 vibrations. One. Let's see if this punt actually is a good punt. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 3.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
See, I'm not sure if I gotta like.
Over. So out now come the Lions. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
I'm not sure if I gotta hit the meter in a different angle or.
Everyone talks about converting on 3rd down. How big
I'm
that
doing something wrong. There shouldn't be a 31-yard punt. It should be more than probably a 40, 45-yard punt.
What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 1st down at Stafford. Incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
And if you guys are watching this now or later, feel free to subscribe, like, share, and comment.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his
so
first
Luke Wilson's a Lion. I thought to the races. So he left the Seahawks then. Okay. Okay.
Here's Blunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
That is true. He does talk a lot while you're cycling through these plays.
Bigger runs later.
He would just stay quiet. It might be a lot easier for us who are blind to play this game a little bit because you have an idea what offense or defense you want to run.
They'll run again with Blunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on.
Roughing the passer?
Coming on 3rd down.
Holding offense.
Oh. Yeah,
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Stafford now to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
All right.
Onto the field now come the Bears.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first
I'm
down.
gonna run the ball here.
It looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017.
Let's go. Let's get a first down here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
All right, end of 1.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 0-0 our score, and we're back to Soldier Field after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Run the ball, get a first down here. We haven't had a first down all day. Kind of excited because I'm getting ready for my fantasy draft coming up this Sunday. And then I have 2 more the next following weekend. So I'm in 3 leagues. 1 PPR and 2 regular.
Again, it's Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield.
They're not going to give me
Down
this
he
foul.
goes,
Okay.
folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
All right, I'm going to run again. Just I'm not going to change it up. I'm going to keep it the same. And let's see if I can pick the first down up. If I can't, then I'll just punt it. Go from there.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Yeah, we're going to punt it. Normally I would
Here's
punt
Pat
just...
O'Donnell now as he's
Okay,
on to punt for Chicago.
All right, I'm going to see if I'm punting it wrong. Let's see. 1 vibration. 2. 3rd one.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line,
cool.
got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Watched the Browns Eagles game yesterday. It was pretty fun. Watch Baker Mayfield.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford.
And that Browns defense.
It's complete to Golden Tate. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
There's a couple games tonight I'll probably watch. The Bears game, of course, is tomorrow in the afternoon against the Chiefs, which I'll be watching that as well. Alright, let's see. Let's go with circle and see what happens.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I thought he would talk and say which audible what my defense is doing, but
they go
it's
back
not.
to Riddick. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down.
Normally they mention the defense, like if you're pressing, if you're playing back, if you're playing wide. I'm not sure
That was a strong safety.
why he's not mentioning any of that.
We often call that a lightning blitz.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
It's playing like your typical Bears-Lions game.
Taking it about the 16. He spins free. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bears take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Play action.
1st down with Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
His defense.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Come on, gotta go.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He sets to fire deep, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play, because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
18.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I should go for it, but
here's Pat O'Donnell now.
We're
as
playing
the
field
drive
game
goes
here.
backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Okay, that vibrates like this. I'm gonna hold it up. See what happens.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
All right, that was me holding the left joystick up.
Back out there. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Caught by Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
They are moving the ball. Okay.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
you're
able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now blown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Field game right now.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't
run.
make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
We're go.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
All right. Let's see if we can actually score before the half.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the 1st half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game.
All right, run the ball again. Take some time off the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
If indeed the Chicago Bears were looking for a nice change-up to Jordan Howard at running back, they found it in Tariq Cohen. I'm telling you, this guy is shifty, quick. Even though he's small in stature, some people have called him the latest human joystick.
How about that? That'll be fun for Madden players. Just 5'6", but as you said, he can move.
All right, here we go.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
You see it?
I can run the ball. Let's see if we can run the ball a little bit more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, play action here.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. You know what? We got a second. I did want to take a look back to the Hall of Fame inductions. Took place in Canton on August 4th. And what stood out to you from the ceremonies, from the speeches that you heard?
Well, for me, beside the speeches, just remembering their careers, I really flashed back at how much I enjoyed watching Brian Dawkins play, and his speech was terrific as well. Robert Dr. Doom Brazil with the Houston Oilers, absolutely loved him as a player. And Jerry Kramer had
Marvin Jones, and he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
All right, let's see if we can prevent a field goal and just keep it a 0-0 game here.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. This is Reddick on the screen. Finding room inside the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
All right.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
I mean, it does play very smoothly. It does play realistically.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I mean, you really got to be precise when you're passing.
To the air again, Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Sam Acho coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12.
All right. Let's see what they're going to do. They're probably going to
sack. Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
They got time. They might go for a quick pass on the timeout here.
The final shot before the break.
Maybe
Stafford.
not.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL and give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that. But for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with my franchise mode because I played the Bears preseason game 3 times already, and for whatever reason it either deletes itself or I'm not sure what's going on, so I'm gonna have to probably play it and then broadcast it when I get to the Bears Chiefs game.
Now Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes and Trubisky goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Come on, gotta go.
Here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Defense is it's a defensive game right now.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
See, I got to figure out how to kick the ball because I'm not sure if
they get ready for their first possession of
he didn't read it correctly or what.
Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action here on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
All right, let's see if we can hold them to at least maybe a field goal.
Stafford on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
They're moving the ball now, boys.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Stanford. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, I think we held them to 3.
For the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal.
All right, we are down 3.
Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
You see it? Alert, 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 alert.
You guys talk through it.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
We're just trying to run the ball here. Maybe tire up this defense here.
Red, red's up. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe
They'll try to run forward with Howard. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
180. There you go, we got, you see it, you see it? Hurry, hurry, just.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Okay, that wasn't a pass. I mean, I was passing it. Didn't hit
Brent,
the
I think you
receiver.
understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Alert, 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 alert.
All right, I'm going to do the same play. Let me see.
Gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. The pressure too
That defense
great,
is-
and he goes
okay, that
down
offensive-
once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of
That
history
changed
do
play, I
to
should've-
repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
180.
All right, we're going to...
Red, red's up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but he said defense wins championship. Audible artist. Hold on.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Alright. Now, I was trying to audible into the run play here, but
So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Change it.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
All right.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
Run it. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run forward Tariq Cohen. And
Got it.
Fight his way in. Not giving up there. He's got a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after.
All right. This should be an easy extra point.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Well, who doesn't like the Bears chant? Come on. All right.
Hi.
What's going on, my friend? If you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. Alright. So,
here's Parkey now, set to kick it away.
got the vibration 3 times, and
now Abdullah, the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it.
Thank you,
not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time
hold on, let me see who. Hey, TJ, my
Stafford here.
TJ, what's going on, my friend?
The completion to Riddick. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the play.
Shall I
and that'll
sub?
make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The excessive read features are pretty good. They just
pass play, 2nd and 3.
If they would just stop talking a lot over the plays, it'd be a lot easier.
Now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Hopefully, while I'm cycling through the plays like this, it'll tell me if I'm going I formation,
as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This time
whatever.
It's 3rd and 3.
I don't want the computer to play. I want to pick home play. So we'll see what happens with the new update.
And he locates Luke Wilson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Stafford to the former Seahawk Wilson for Lions first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Like, I wouldn't be blitzing the whole time. I would probably go man.
Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
But depending on what they're doing, if they went I formation or too wide.
Down at Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
I wish they would tell you what defense.
Completion to Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end,
see, this guy talks too much while the game,
every time.
The play's going on.
Going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
I wish he would tell you like what defense you're.
On 1st and 10, Stafford and an alley to run.
You're pressing.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12
as far as like
yards
if you went, you know, if you changed it up, like you audibled outs, or if your defensive guys are moving up or down, if you're pressing.
Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but It's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Yeah, I'm changing up the defense.
Throwing on first down. Stafford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And an alley to run. Being chased out left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Aaron Lynch leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Jordan Howard and the Bears offense making their way back out there. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The audio is awesome.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Let's see if we can go for a play action pass here. There it is.
Gotta go.
So let me throw deep.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Change it up. Run the ball here.
On 3rd down. That's Cohen. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
All right, we're gonna just go for this.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
All right, we should be able to get this 1 yard. Clock's ticking down. Ticking down.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds.
Oh, I thought I
throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down.
Oh, I thought I changed it to
a Lions will take over.
Play. Whoa.
Playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team.
That's my fault.
Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game, and they
That's
don't have
my fault.
anything
I thought I audibled into a run.
That the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield. Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense. Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
All right, they need a touchdown.
We've not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the spot. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Aaron Lynch in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 1 score down. Here we go.
They got no shot.
Here on 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
All right, 2 minutes to go. And it looks like we
So
are
the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All right.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
Come on, gotta go.
Trubisky to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
Still needs to
Lions
pass
on
it.
3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Alright. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this gameplay. Testing out the accessibility features on Madden 2019. If you guys did, feel free to subscribe, like, share, comment. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. But this game was close.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
Alright guys, this will end this Madden 2018 accessibility feature. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment, and all the...
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
and all that good
The
stuff.
Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
Alright. Till next time, my friends.